Hello, and welcome to a very interesting episode of Go Fuck Yourself. On this episode, I'm going to try my hardest to look exactly into the camera eye, so it looks like I'm looking at you, instead of to your exact whatever that's going to end up being after it's flipped. I came across some new information recently, and I just thought it was important to share it with the world. And what better way to do that? Damn it. Look here, look here. Here's where you look. When you look here, look at him like, looking here, and then I'm like, oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, but what am I doing? What am I doing? You're not doing anything, you're talking. So just talk into the fucking camera eye. I should just get a piece of paper and block this part out, so all I can see is the fucking camera eye. Anyway, got some new knowledge that I wanted to drop on you. It's the secret history of the roundabout. In America, I believe they call them, sometimes you stop, sometimes you don't, you yield, you don't yield, there's nobody coming, but you stopped anyway, and then nobody knows where to go, and nobody really understands what's going on, and there's constant accidents and beeping. I know they're called that in America, but in Europe, especially Asia, they're called roundabouts. The roundabout was invented in 1953 by an Englishman and a Scotsman. They were both named Eric, but they spelled it differently, which is like a fun little fact. Anyway, these two people, they owned a farm together, and it was right about, it was right around Hadrian's Wall, I think. It was right around that area. It was really close to it. And they kept having to go around this wall all the time. It was like right in the middle of their field, I think. And let me check the history books on that one. Yep. It was right around that area. So they had to go around this big part of the wall all the time, and it kind of formed a groove in their field where they couldn't plant anything because it was almost like a road. And when anybody had to come through their land, they were like, why don't we just open up this road, and then people don't have to drive through our corn, or whatever the fuck they were growing. I don't fucking care. So they did that, and they charged $500 in today's money to do this, okay? That was back when $500 of today's money was like $10, okay? That's how fucked up this was. God damn, I wish I had a better way to put this. I just ruined it. Everybody just stopped watching because of that now. Okay, anyway, the history of the roundabout. So anyway, $500 a piece got you around the about part. And that's what's very important to the name later on in this story, is you got around about where you wanted to go. It was about where you wanted to go in a roundish way. So you didn't get to go exactly where you wanted to go, because when you got into it, it was like a ride. Like your car was attached to the wall. I mean, it was intricate. It was like ancient technology. It was like the fucking ancient alien technology, right? Hadrian's Wall. Look it up. I'm not lying about this. This is real history. History Channel approved. Strike that. I don't want to get sued. Anyway, it was a roundabout where you wanted to go. So that's where the name came from. That people were like, oh, do you want to go around about where we want to go? And other people were like, no, I want to go where I want to go, not about where you want me to take me. So they stopped using it. 500 years later, an American businessman named John F. Taffy, I believe, started a taffy company, and when he was driving around England looking for people to buy it outside of America, because nobody wanted to buy a taffy in America. It's like taffy. Tacky. God damn it. So anyway, where are we at? 5 minutes? So anyway, he gets to this ancient part of the wall where there's where there's this roundabout, and nobody's heard of this since 1950. So he goes around it, and when he's going around it, he trips. He trips and falls, and he spills all of his taffy everywhere, and it's just covered in dirt and wall and about stuff. And he gets really upset about it. So he burns down the wall, Adrian's wall. And if you look up the history of this, you're not going to find it in your typical history book. This is like the secret history of the world, you know what I'm saying? Hush, kind of stuff. It's kind of stuff you don't want to tell your grandparents because they will deny it ever happened, even though they were there and they saw it happening. So anyway, he does some other stuff, and then 500 years later, it's like, oh, roundabout. Everybody knows what that is now, right? So anyway, as always, go fuck yourself.